All right, Israel, just give me one minute. 1 minute. Make sure that let's get this shared out. Just 1 second. 1 second. Start. Right. So I just had to, get everything set up. Right. But yeah, so see the title today, went over a subject that I'd like to do. Been a while since I taught it. We're gonna go over it today, this morning, whichever one. Right. So today's topic says perpetual hatred. Right. This comes from Ezekiel 35, and that's where we're gonna be at today. We're gonna be Ezekiel the 35th chapter today. Right. Because the time is close. You know what I'm saying? Time is definitely close to the end, right? And one thing God always knows who our enemy is. And this enemy that we have today is had an ancient hatred, forever hatred, everlasting hatred for us, for our people. And we're going to get to the bottom where this first started, right? We'll give some examples today of their hatred towards us, both biblically and, in today's time. So, not to hold it up, we're going to go and get started with the Lord's prayers. Right, make sure you follow along if you're at home. So, imagine to stand. Upon your hop, you're done. To turn your face to east. Right, that's where the east is at in your home. That's where you're going to face. All right. So we get into with these prayers. So, first up is the Lord's prayer. Abanawa, Shabashemaya, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwatkat, Taba'ai, Jazaka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Athalanawa, Akam, Call, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawatkinawa, Wala'a, Tabi'ayanawa, Vanasaya 1, Abal, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Malakwat, Wa Alam, Wa Ta Pa'arat, Lai La'ai, Walunyan, Aman. Right, in English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right. The next is the Hakat, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baba Kashah, Bathananawa, Hakat, Rapa'ah, Ka, Makala, Wakal, Marawa, Hakat, Natahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakat, Lakwayam, Hamathim, Hakat, Arakarwa, Hatama'ala, Nagar Shan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Dwada Aman. All right, in English, Yahweh, in the name Yahushai, please give us the power here all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, and the power to raise the dead, against unclean spirits, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. Name Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. All right. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahaharim, Ma'ayan, Yabah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayim, Wa'aratazak, Ayathan, Lamawat, Ragalka, Ayanawam, Shamarika, Hanat, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shalmar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarika, Yahweh, Tazaka, Al-Yad, Yunyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarika, Makar Rai, Yashamar, Athanapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaathka, Wabawa'aka, Ma'ata, Wa'ai, Iwalam. In English, I lift my eyes unto the hills. Whence cometh my help? My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He would not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee would not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth, and even forevermore. All right. It's Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Yalakat, Takarash, Wa Tashakwat, Kayahana, Al Yabyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Aimaka, Yara Yamwa, Sawada, Yawata, Yaitazawa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magalia, Walaha, Yazakar, Shom Yashrala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, Labat, Yakatwa, Aryaka, Baryath, Lakarathwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wayashma Aliyah, Mawa'aba, Wa'agarium, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palashath, Ayashabya, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Rabanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadyan, Kasaya, Sarah, Kayabyan, Banakar, Yakashwan, Nashamadwood, Ba'ayan, Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayatamwa, Nadab, Yatmawa, Kai Arab, because of Abba, because of Bak, because of Zar, Mana'ai, Kar, Masaya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwood, Nayarashah, Nanawa, Na'awath, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Napunyan Raka, Ka'ash, Taba'ira, Ya'ira, Wakalaba, Talahat, Harayan, Khan, Tharadatma, Masairuka, Babasai, Wapathka, Tabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Palawan, Waya, Bakashwa, Shemka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Waya, Bahawa, Aidai, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'aiwa, Kayata, Shunka, Yahweh, the Batka, Ayawan, Al-Kar, Ha'aratazah. All right, in English. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumble. They that hate thee have lifted the head. They have taken captive counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off and be a nation. The name of Israel will be no more remembrance. When they consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre. And so also joint with them, and hope in the children of Lot, Salah, who unto them as unto the Midianites, after to Sarah, after Jabin, the book of Kassan, which perished and endured. They became as dung for the earth. Made their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeeb, Jade, or the prince of Sabbath, and as Zamunah, who said, let's take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flames of the mountains on fire. To persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may see thy name, Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yet, yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, the name alone, is Yahweh, at the most high of all the earth. All right, got the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Yama, it's like, Wa Mike Allah, Wa Allahaya, Zabi'ah, Alawap Yahana, Ha Alawapu, Ha Saranyum, Akwatazayanim, Hakal Yayu, Wathkin, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Dwarama. In English, bless you Yahweh, and Yahushai, and Michael, and the angels, manager and Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, and name Yahushai, thank you, so be it. Sawai Shabbat, meaning turn and be seated. All right. Like I said, today we're going to be in, Ezekiel 35th chapter. Of course, as we do, we're going to read 7 verses in Hebrew. So this is in Ezekiel chapter 35. We'll start at verse 1. All right. All right. Waya, Waya, the bar. Yeah, Waya, the bar, Yahweh. Oh, yeah. La'amar, Khan, Adam, Yashin, Shayam. Yeah, Adam, Shayam. Panyaka, Al, Har, Sha'ar, Sha'ayar, Rahaba'aya, Naba, Ayawa, verse 3. Rahad, Wa'adabar Rath, it's like a Rath, Lawa, Ka, Amar, Dabar, it's like Abania, Yahweh, Hananya, Ayaka, Har, Sha'ayar, Wanath, not uh not yap yap wanayap taya yad ya ayaka ayaka wana second wana tha wana tayaka shema shema ma wama wama shema ayaka ka kara karaba karaba ayashim second ashyam wa wahata wa'ata shema ta tahaya tahaya wayad wayata so what I so wayata kaya so anya Yahweh verse 5 I so I tazah so ya'an ya'an hayarath laka laka ayabath it's like ayabath wa I it's like I will hada hata hada it's like wahagar ath banya yasharala al yad yad uh, harab bayath alahayim it's like uh, ayadun bayath so out of one so yeah I ayadun bayath our as in, I run so I won patazah verse 6 lakan haya it's like kaya anya anya naam adabaryam it's like adanya Yahweh kaya ladam atazan it's like I watch I was shocked it's like an asha ashaka wadam uh yara yawadak yawadaka daka an la'a dam shana'at wadam yara yawadaka verse 7 Wataya, Wanat Taya, Taya, An, Har, Ayar, Lasha, Lasham, Ma, Lashama, Lashama, Washa, it's like a Waha, uh, Karthaya, Karthaya, Mam Nawa, Idar, Wa Washan. It's like Washab. So that's the first 7 verses in Ezekiel chapter 35. All right, so we're gonna move into it, right? So it says Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 1 in the English. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, if you don't know, just the prophet Ezekiel talking, right? He's about to say what the prophecy that the Most High has given to him. So, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. So, Mount Seir is where is where Edom was dwelling. So you hear Mount Seir. Mount Seir means is another way for saying Esau or Edom, right? That's where they were dwelling. You know what I'm saying? Where do you see that at, right? You can actually find that in Genesis. Let's actually just pick that up real quick. Right, it tells you where Edom had went to dwell. Right, that's after, you know what I'm saying, after his brother left. So let's go to that. All right, so you go back to Genesis, right? Genesis, the 36th chapter. You know, verse 8 tells you, thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. These are generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites, in Mount Seir. All right, so that's where you get, we said to set your face against Mount Seir. He's talking about the Edomites, because that's where they went to dwell at. That's where Esau had, that's where he made his home in the cliffs of the mountains. Right, we'll get more into that in a little bit. It says, son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. So the Most High wants Ezekiel to prophesy against the Edomites. You know what I'm saying? He wants to tell these people what's going to be, you know what I'm saying, their future, what's going to look like. He wants to prophesy against them. He's like, what he's about to say is not something that's for them. Like, he's very much against them in this passage, in the scripture. He's letting them know that I'm against them. Like you're going to prophesy against them, you're going to tell them what I'm going to do to them. Right, verse 3. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. Now stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Right, so that's very, very important, right? Because Most High says that that he is against them, right? Thus said the Lord God, behold, I am against Mount Seir. Behold, Mount Seir, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. So for everybody that says, God is love and God loves everybody, that is not true. He doesn't love everybody. He just told you right now he's against these people, right? So that's not true. He's not all love. He's most so against these people, right? And they know that he's going to make them most desolate. They're not promised, they're not promised anything after this. They're going to be made into waste. That's what desolate is, to be wasted away. Verse 4. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Right? So the Most High is going to come through. He's going to just destroy everything that the white man has built up. Right? Am I making this up, or this is something that the Most High has prophesied before? So let's go to back the other way, right? Go to Isaiah. We go to Isaiah 14, right? Make sure we get the right one. All right, so go to Isaiah, the 14th chapter, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, right? So this is another prophecy, Most High has towards these people. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. So everybody thinks just because you stayed. We hear a lot as here in America, right? As black people, as black folk, right? We always hear that you can't blame today's oppressors, right, for what their forefathers done, because their forefathers no longer alive and they weren't alive back then. Which is true, they weren't alive back then, but they're gone and you're here, right? And you're continuing to benefit off of what your forefathers have done. You reap the benefits of what they sowed. So it's only right that you also take you also have to take the punishment of what they sowed, right? So they didn't get their punishment, right? They were able to do what they wanted and then get wealthy and then pass away. But means nothing to Most High. As children of those people, you have to pay for their iniquity. This is something that the Most High God said. You have to do for our forefathers. You got to do the same thing for your forefathers. There's no saying you weren't there, so you get off scotch free. No, as long as you're continuing to still propagate and continue to advance what your forefathers done, you'll always be guilty. You know what I'm saying? You have not given the Lord his recompense, but he's gonna require that of you soon. Right? Continue on. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Right? Let's take it back. So that's what you got to watch out for. Listen, most I said you won't be able to have cities on the face of this world again. You're going to be cut off. As I said in Ezekiel, you know what I'm saying? Your city is going to be made waste, going to be made desolate forever. You're not going to be able to own land anymore. You're not going to be able to build cities. Because we have seen what you do when you possess land, when you have cities, right? You make everybody else's life around you worse. That's exactly what you do. You know what I'm saying? For example, you came to America, right? Took the land for the natives, told them that it was manifest destiny, that this was supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because God hates you and he loves us, so we have to come and take this land from you because you don't know what you're doing with the land. But look at the pollution that you brought once you're taking the land. You know what I'm saying? The cars that we use and anything like that. The ocean is filled with waste. I'm saying you take out the animals and eat them. That's supposed to clean up the ocean. That's what crabs and lobsters and shrimp are for. Those are bottom feeders. They are used as a filtration for the ocean. So you're wondering why the ocean is polluted the way it is. you're actively eating the thing whose job it is to keep it clean. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not only that, but you're just eating giant cockroaches, right? That's all they are. Crab, shrimp, lobster, those are all related to cockroaches. They're just water roaches, essentially. So you convince the people to eat bottom feeders, to eat things that are unhealthy to eat. Why they're unhealthy to eat? Like I said, they are things that whose system does not digest in a way that is clean for us to eat. And they know that, but they eat all that junk. So we eat them, eating whatever else that they ate. You know what I'm saying? These things aren't given healthy things to eat. Right? So we're going to go back to Ezekiel 35. Right? Ezekiel 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in time of their calamity, the time that the iniquity had an end. So what's it saying, right? This is saying that these people have had an ancient hatred against us, perpetual hatred against us. They've shed our blood. You know what I'm saying? Time our iniquity had an end. Look, we've had our punishment. You know what I'm saying? It's done. These people, but they don't know how to quit though. They've put too much into that because they haven't been punished yet. That they're allowed to continue doing what they do to us. But let's go to where they started. Right? Where did this hatred start? Because it says ancient, it's perpetual. This is perpetual means ongoing. Right? That's what perpetual means. So we're going to go back to the start. Right? The start of all of this. Go back to Genesis. All right, so we go back to Genesis chapter 25, right? That's going to be at Genesis chapter 25. We're going to start at verse 21. Now, this is where Isaac has already married Rebekah, but Rebekah was barren, and they prayed and prayed and prayed for. They prayed, that Rebekah may receive children. And the Lord finally did bless Rebekah with children, but she was having some complications with her pregnancy. All right, so here's we're going to start verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived. Verse 22. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. She's asking the Most High, like, if now it's time to be pregnant, why? Why is there this pain? So why do the children struggle within it? They're struggling within, they're causing her a lot of pain during her pregnancy. She's wondering, if it be so, if I'm supposed to be pregnant, why am I going through all this hardship, all this pain with this pregnancy? The Lord answers her, and this is what he answers. The Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So that is what the Most High has put to be, right? That is going to be the kind of status quo. We'll let them know that in your womb are 2 different people, right? Even though these 2 are brothers, Most High at this point has already separated them. Even though they're both, even though they're twins, they come at the same time. They share the same mother and father. Most High has made sure to let her know that these are 2 separate people that are going to come from you. One people going to be stronger than the other, and the elder, the one that comes out first, is going to serve the younger, the one that comes out last, right? The one that comes out second, last. All right, I'm going to continue. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. So now that her 9 months have come, she gives birth, and she's at behold, now there's twins. There are 2 boys coming from her womb. Now this is going to find out who is the elder, right? Because remember, the elder is going to serve the younger. Verse 25. And the first came out all red, all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. Verse 26. So Esau is the older brother. That's the elder. So as prophecy, as the Most High dictated to Rebecca, that the elder shall serve the younger. So now we know that Esau is supposed to serve his younger brother. That's the way the Most High wants it to be. All right, and then verse 26. After that came out his brother, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel. His name was called Jacob. Right, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. Right, so as you notice, they describe how Esau looked versus they didn't describe Isaac. Why is this matter important? Because Esau's look was not the same as everybody around him. So they came out red like a hairy garment. So this skin, right, what you would see with the so-called oppressors today, right? Their pale skin, they're kind of red because you can see the blood veins through their skin, basically, right? Because that's how pale their skin is. It comes out red and they're hairy. So there's a hairy baby, like a garment. A garment is what you would wear, or a garment is what something that you would wear. So they came out hairy like a garment, came out hairy like some hairy clothes. But Jacob didn't describe him at all. So Jacob looked like everybody else. Just his older brother looked different. Right. So we're gonna get into it, right? They're gonna kind of describe, the boys, right? Verse 27. The boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. Right. So Esau loved to hunt. He was a very good hunter, as a matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? If you look at our president today, he's a very good hunter. He has the best hunting tactics that he took from hunting animals, right? And he used that for hunting people. What's a good strategy? A good strategy that is like, a good hunter can wait for a long time, right? To get the right strike, the right kill, the right unaliving of an animal, right? He knows how to sit there and wait, bow ready, going for this time because they would have used bow and arrows at this time, maybe a spear. But he didn't know how to sit there and be still and wait, catch one alone, and then fire. But sometimes what you can do, you'll cause a lot of noise to make them scatter. As you scatter, you can take out the weakest one that's in the group. You know what I'm saying? These are kind of tactics that he used today. Like he'll take the weakest of our people mentally, right? Because our people mentally to use them to propagate his agenda, which to keep us separate, keep us under their foot and thumb, right? By telling people that, slavery was so long ago. Mind you, slavery ended about 150 years ago. In the grand scheme of things, that's not that long. Civil rights was only 60 years ago, just about, right? Once again, the grand scheme of things is not that long. World War I was only coming up to 100 years ago. World War II, 80 years ago. Showing you what, that they saying that, slavery's been over for so long and civil rights movement has been, we've made these strides, so you guys need to be quiet. And so they'll pick certain of our people to use to quell the rest of our people, to keep us quiet, to keep us under subjugation, to keep us thinking the way they want us to think. That's him scouting the herd and picking out the weakest link, right? Him that he can easily mold, bring it to his fold, right? And then have him regurgitate his sayings. So when you hear things like the black on black crime, right? That's, you hear black people say, we worry about police brutality, but what about black on black crime? Well, what about it? You know what I'm saying? Look at the statistics, right? Only 85% of black people kill black people. You might say, oh, no, that's bad. But then 84% of white people kill white people, unalive white people. It's a lot. Unalive white people. About 83 to 85% of Hispanics, unalive Hispanics. What am I saying? The same group of people do the same group of people attack each other the most. So if that's because you got to worry about black crime, then we need to worry about white on white crime, Asian on Asian crime. You know what I'm saying? You got all the other things, right? But these are points just to make you shut up to do what he wants you to do. Where was that? So I'm saying all that to say that, you know, this is why he's a good hunter. He knows how to separate. You know, he's always used a divide and conquer strategy to get what he wants. And it's a strategy for him that always works. And you have to be able to look and see that he always employs the divide and conquer strategy. Once you know that play, you should be able to work around the play. You shouldn't keep falling forward. Once you know that he's going to take this certain amount of black folk, this certain amount of Hispanic folks, certain amount of Native American folks to say, hey guys, you know, those times are over, those times are done. The natives are still living on reservations, right? They have Hispanics locked up on the border. Haitians locked up on the border in cages. You know what I'm saying? So it can't be, you know what I'm saying? What they're saying can be what's shown, right? It's obviously very different to what they're showing. But we're going to keep going into it. And Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. So Jacob was, you know, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more, you know, laid back compared to his brother. And that kind of describes, you know, Israelites today, the black folks today. You know, we're a little bit more laid back, rather just sit around at the table playing cards than going out to go hunt. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm pretty sure Jacob hunted as well, but he'd rather be chilling in his tent versus being out there. So that describes these two brothers, and you know, black Hispanic Americans fit Jacob perfectly, in our so-called oppressor fits Esau perfectly. These scriptures are here so you can point out who these people are today. All right, so we're going to just skip down to verse 29. And Jacob sowed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. Right, so Esau was out all time, however long he was out there, all day, maybe a couple of days out there hunting. He's come back, he's like, man, he's very hungry. That's what he's saying. He's very hungry. He's near to pass out. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. So he said, hey, that red meat you got there, that ain't not really cooked meat you got right there, that's not even done. Go ahead and give it to me, man. I'm hungry. I need something to eat. I'm about to pass off from hunger. No, being a baby, he could have just sat and waited. You know, like, hey, I'm gonna take a nap. Can you come pick me up when you're done with the food? He could have did that, but he was, you know, being dramatic in a sense, right? You know, that's how the oppressor that he's a very dramatic person. Like he, you know, it's the reason why he couldn't be out there in those fields the way our people did. You know what I'm saying? He gets told to do a little bit of work and he goes crazy. Listen, you were told during the pandemic, right, that to wear masks. Why the mask is for everybody's safety. What our oppressors do? They went crazy. That's how dare you force me to wear a mask for other people's protection, to not get sick, to not spread this virus. I tell you what, man. One thing about right, man, he's a person, right, that doesn't take kindly to being told what to do when it's not in his favor. Right now, he not having that meat right now, wanting to eat it while it's still red. You know, waiting for it to be cooked wasn't in his favor, so he'd rather eat it right then and there. That's just how his people are. Continuing, therefore his name was called Therefore his name was called Edom, right? And Edom means red, right? Just so that y'all know, in the Hebrew, you see Edom, you'll see that Edom means red. Matter of fact, give me 1 second. If you think that the Edomites are no longer here, I have some bad news for those that the Edomites just up and disappeared. All right, let's see. So just real quick, we're gonna go back real quick to Ezekiel the 35th chapter, right? This is gonna be very telling, right, about who this is. So Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 15. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, right? We were made waste. They rejoiced when they were able to take our inheritance from us, right? So will I do unto thee. So most times, as they was able to take away what was ours, we're going to take away what was theirs, right? As we were made desolate, they're going to be made desolate. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, in all of Idumea, right? Even all of it. That word right there, Idumea, right? What is Idumea? Idumea is Romanized word for Edom. And if you know anything about Rome, right? They are said to come from Idumea. So the Idumeans became the Romans. Romans then splintered out, right? And created became the English, the French, the Spanish, right? Talk about those over in Spain, right? The Spaniards. Germany, and all that area right there, right? The north, the Sweden, all of them come from there. All of them come from there. And America comes from the British. The British are of the people that were the so-called Romans, right? So they all come over here. So what's that saying? And that's saying that the Edomites of today are the Edomites of then. The same people, right, of the Bible, right, of Edom. All that goes all the way back there. Even though Herod, we call Herod the Idumean. That was one of Herod's ancestors, right? The Idumean. Just so that you're aware, right? All right, but continuing on, right? We're gonna continue to go into the hatred that Esau has for his brother. How this all began, right? In verse 31, right? Genesis 25, verse 31. And Jacob said, "Sell me this day thy birthright." Right. So, all right, cool. You want this red pottage that I'm making, right? That's not fully cooked. All right, that's cool. Go ahead and sell me your birthright. The birthright is what the oldest son gets from the father, right? It's passed down because the oldest son's supposed to continue in the father's place to take care of the family. So Jacob's saying, that's cool. You can have it. Just sell me your birthright for it. And Esau says, verse 32, and Esau said, "Behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me?" It's like, hey, I'm about to die right now. Think I care about this birthright? I ain't gonna do nothing for me right now. It ain't for me, man. Just go ahead and give me that pottage. Verse 33, and Jacob said, "Swear to me this day." And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Right, this is why Esau's hated, because he despised his birthright, because his eagerness to eat was more important than his birthright. His eagerness to eat, even though he could have just waited a little bit, he wasn't going to die literally. He was just being dramatic. You know what I'm saying? But his eagerness for that was overrode his being proud of his soon-to-be birthright. All right? And so we're going to jump ahead a couple of chapters, right? So what happened? So Jacob was able to convince Esau to get his birthright. We're going to jump a couple of chapters where just one chapter later, right, where Isaac becomes, he's old. Like, remember, Isaac was 60 years old when the twins were born, right? Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them, right? You know what a score is, right? A score is 20. So 3 score, that's 20, 20, 20. That's 60. Right. So Isaac was 60 years old when the twins were born. All right. So we're going to jump over to the 27th chapter. Right now, remember, like I said, now he got to the point where like Isaac, his vision is faded. He's close to his time being up. Right, he's told Esau, hey, go get me. It's time for your blessings. So for me to bless you, my son, go ahead and go get me some venison, and cook it for me. His wife Rebecca hears it, and she's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna tell Jacob to do that instead. I already got some venison. I'm gonna give it to Jacob. Jacob give it to his father. I'm gonna put some furrow. Right, so that's what. So basically made him hairy, right? So that Jacob could receive the birthright. Right, start at verse 18, right? Genesis chapter 27, verse 18. But this is after Jacob's mother Rebecca has helped him get everything together and covered him with some animal fur, so that way he could appear hairy because his brother Esau was a very hairy man. This is a trick his father, because his father has now lost his eyesight, so he can't see. He said unto his father, he came unto his father and said, my father. And he said, here am I. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said to his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee, and sit and eat my venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said unto his son, how is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, behold, the Lord thy God brought it to me. He says, hey, the Most High gave it to me to bring it to you. That's how I got it so quickly. Verse 21, and Isaac said unto Jacob, come near, I pray thee, that I might feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. So he's like, hey, I can't see you, come close. I need to feel you, so I know that you're Esau. That's what I need to know that's you. Verse 22. Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him and said, thy voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are hands of Esau. It's like, hey, you sound like Jacob, but you hear like Esau. Esau's hairy, but you sound like Jacob though. Verse 23, and he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy, as his brother Esau's hands. So he blessed him. Say, hey, I guess you're hairy, Esau's hairy. Here's the blessing. Right? And so discern him not. He went ahead and gave him the blessing because, like I said, he felt hairy like Esau is normally hairy. And verse 24, and he said, out thou, and that's just still Isaac talking. And he said, art thou my very son Esau? And he said, I am. And he said, bring it near me, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it nearer to him, and he did eat. He fought, and he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, come near now and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled of his sweet raiment, blessed him, and said, see, the smell of my son is as the smell of the field which the Lord has blessed. Therefore give thee the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth, and plenty corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations will bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be everyone that blesseth thee. So this blessing right here of pretty much dominion over the land, right, and over your brother. This blessing was supposed to go to Esau, but it was given unto Jacob, right? Because this was a fit what the Most High had told to Rebecca. Like the Most High told Rebecca, the elders should serve the younger, right? So this blessing of serving the younger of the younger supposed to serve the elder. The Most High had it wanted the other way around, and Rebecca made sure that it was the other way around to make sure that that Jacob got the blessing that allowed him to be over his brother. Right. And then in verse 38, and it came to pass as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. Right, so Jacob's blessing, he goes out, he leaves, all right, got the blessing, boom, out of there. Esau comes back from his hunting, does everything he's supposed to do. He goes to go see his father. So he made savory meat and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac's father said unto him, who art thou? He's like, hey, wait, who are you? Yeah, he's confused right now. He's like, hey, who's that just in here? Like, who's this dude right now? Who are you? And I said to his father, he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled exceedingly and said, who? Where is he that have taken venison and brought it to me? And I have eaten all of it before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yea, he shall be blessed. So you tell him, hey, I already gave the blessing away. Now, who came in here before you? They already got the blessings. He let them know that, the blessing that you wanted, you're not getting it. It's already been given away. Right? Verse 34. When Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me even so, O father. Verse 35, and he said, thy brother came in with subtlety. With subtlety. With subtlety. And have taken away thy blessing. He said, hey, your brother came in here, sneakily, so he very subtle, and he took away your blessing, but he got it. Verse 36, he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? For he have supplanted me these 2 times, and took away my birthright, and behold, now he has taken away my blessing. Here's where, this, I understand this is how Esau's feeling like, oh, my brother's tricked me twice. At first, he didn't trick you the first time. He made you a deal. That's 2 different things. He didn't supplant you. He made you a deal. You took the deal because you were so famished, right? You were just faint to die. So he didn't take your birthright. You sold your birthright because you despised it. You didn't want it. But he was sort of with taking his blessing. But this is how the Most High wanted to be done. Rebecca makes sure that the Most High said what happened. You know what I'm saying? And Isaac answered, verse 37. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord. And all his brethren have I given to him for servants. With corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? Right, so this basically goes until Isaac being Esau being gifted with the sword. Right, go drop down to verse 41. This is where this starts. Right? And Esau hated Jacob because the blessings wherewith his fathers blessed him. Right, because he hates Jacob because Jacob was given the blessings, not Esau. Jacob was given the blessings that were supposed to be for Esau. We have them. So this is perpetuated throughout his generation, throughout his people, his descendants, right? This hatred stems from this right here, and it's perpetuated until today's time. And this is why our oppressors have a hatred for us, because we were given the blessings to be rulers of this world, of this earth. Excuse me. And he was not. Right? And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Right? And so that's what happened. Esau decided, you know what? I'm going to mourn for my father, but after this, I'm dealing with Jacob. Jacob's going to get dealt with for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to unalive Jacob after I mourn for my father passing. Rebecca heard this, and Rebecca told Jacob, hey, you got to get up out of here, son. Your brother proposed to unalive you. You have to go. You know, that's when Jacob leaves to go to see his uncle Laban, right? And that's, after that, you know the story from there. There was a time, right, where like low on time. So kind of skip through some things real quick. There was a time where the children of Israel were coming out of Egypt, right? You read this in Exodus. And they need to go through the land of Edom, right, to get, to where they need to go. But Edom did not allow them passage. They said, no, you can't cut through our lands. Cut through our lands, but you're going to have to unalive your people. They even said, hey, we're not going to touch anything. We're going to stay on the highway, the road, cut right through, not even be a bother to you, never ask for nothing. He said, no, cut through if you want to. There's going to be war. This is basically what was said, right? But let me tell you that, their willingness and their excitement to shed our blood is, just, it is a crazy, crazy thing. Right, so let's fast forward. We're going to be in 1 Samuel 22nd chapter, right? This goes back to King David was fleeing Saul, right? Saul was still king. The kingdom was ripped from Saul's hand because Saul did not eradicate or get rid of the Amalekites as he was ordered to by the Most High. Right? And so the Most High told him, since you didn't obey me, I'm going to take the kingdom away from you, go give it to another. And then it's found out that David is to be that next in line who is going to be given the kingdom. It's going to be given, David would then be the ruler of Israel over Saul. Right? Saul didn't like that, so Saul is on the hunt to get rid of David so that David could not become ruler over Israel. At one point, David went to his priest, right? Went to a temple, and the priest fed David showbread. They were asked about David. They lied and said David didn't come. But there's a particular person that was there who did see David go to that temple. There was an Edomite by the name of Doeg, right, who saw that happen. He went and said that, hey, David did go to those priests. He went and told Saul what happened. Right? And so this is what happened where we'll start at verse 11, right? 1 Samuel 22, verse 11. We're going to get King Saul talking to the main priest here, Ahimelech. Right? So 1 Samuel chapter 22, verse 11. Then the king sent to call Ahimelech, the priest, the son of Ahitub, and all his father's house, the priests that were in Nob, and they came all of them to the king. And Saul said, hear now, thou son of Ahitub. And he answered him, here I am, my lord. And Saul said unto him, why have ye conspired against me, thou and the son of Jesse? Those that know, David is the son of Jesse, right? Because Jesse is David's father. Son of and thou and the son of Jesse, in that thou hast given him bread and a sword, and have inquired of God for him, that he should rise against me, to lie in wait as at this day. Why you reckon against him for him to to supplant me, to take over, to take my spot. Why would you do that? Verse 14. Then Ahimelech answered the king and said, who is so faithful among all thy servants as David, which is the king's son-in-law, and goeth at thy bidding, and is honorable in thine house? So he said, hey, but who of your people, who of them that were among you, of your soldiers, that was more loyal than David? Not only was David the most loyal of your servants, right? Of your soldiers, that's also your son-in-law. Now he's married to your daughter. You're saying, and have done and go at that business, like everything you wanted him to do, he went and did. No questions asked. You say go here, he went. You said do this, he went and did that. You know what I'm saying? He's asking who was more honorable than David. There was nobody that said on the Saul that was more honorable than David. Verse 15. Did I then begin to inquire of God for him? Be it far from me, let not the king impute anything unto his servant, nor to all the house of my father. For thy servant knew nothing of all this, less or more. In verse 16, the king said, thou shalt surely die. Ahimelech, thou and all thy father's house. So he's like, hey, all you guys, the priests, your house, are you going to be put to death because you're all fight against me. Verse 17, and the king said unto the footmen that stood about him, turn and slay the priests of the Lord, because their hand is also is with David, because they knew when he fled, and they did not show it to me. The servants of the king would not put forth their hand to fall upon the priests of the Lord. So Saul turned around and said, hey, all right, my people, my soldiers, go ahead, put these priests to death, man, because they're trying against me, they're working against me. They go ahead and unalive these priests right now. And the footman's like, yeah, we're not going to unalive priests of the Lord. Now, this is what his men had integrity. They feared the Most High more than they feared the king. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to fear the Most High more than the person that's above you. The person that's above you telling you to do something that goes against the Most High, you're supposed to like, hey, no. So that's like what these men did. They said, we're not going against the Most High for you. We're not gonna unalive his priest. We're not doing that. And so King David, verse 18, and the king said to Doeg, turn thou and fall upon the priest. Right? So now he's like, all right, fine. Y'all don't want to do it? Do it. You and your men, you fall upon the priest. And Doeg, the Edomite, turned, he fell upon the priest, and slew on that day fourscore persons that did wear a linen ephod. So on this day, they slew 85 people. Remember, a score is 20. So if it's 40, that means it's 80. Right? It's 20, 40, 60, 80. Right? The score is 40 and 5. So this is where like a lot of people say 500 this, 500. It's kind of like we was kind of come from this. And 5. So now you're gonna. So these days, 85 people were unalive by the order of King Saul. And the Edomite Doeg took place. He didn't even hesitate. He just, fall punch. Don't even worry about it. I got you. Turned around and went to work. This is an example, right? What I'm saying, of them, wanting to shed our blood, right? There's more examples when they, let's do one more example. We'll do one more example. You have to close out soon. We're going to go to the book of Obadiah, right? All right. Let's go to Obadiah, right? We start at chapter, verse 10, right? Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. You know, it's the only chapter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So the most times that that the Edomites know that, because of the violence that you did to your brother Jacob, you're going to be cut off forever. You know what I'm saying? There's no mercy for the Edomites. Right, let that be known. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captives, his forces and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lot upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. So when we were being destroyed, right, and we were being taken into Babylon, they were right there. And they're casting lots for our stuff and for our people. They're right there putting in their lots too. Like, hey, you're gonna put us in right there too. We want some of this as well. That's what they were doing. Right. Why? Because there's been an eternal hatred for us from them. Right? You know what I'm saying? They said to raise our buildings to the ground. They've prayed, and had joy in our destruction. And now that they have joy in our destruction, they partook in our destruction. They partook in taking our people. But so this was the last straw, right? We're gonna let's go back to Ezekiel, right? We're gonna finish up Ezekiel 35th chapter. Right where we're reading. They had no problem in our destruction. They had no problem in being a part of it, singing about it, having joy over it. Most I told them that in that same book, same chapter of Obadiah, right? In that same book, they should have turned away. They should not have really looked at us as we were being taken away and being destroyed. They shouldn't have partaken. Now they have to take the consequence that comes with that. Right. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Since you had no problem with unaliving people, since you had no problem with that, since you have no problem with blood and you love it, blood is going to pursue you. The unaliving of your people shall come. Right, that's what's going to come. That's the Most High is saying to Mount Seir right now. This is no. I'm telling Mount Seir same thing that Ezekiel told him. Since you had no problem with unaliving the Lord's people, the Lord will have no problem unaliving you. How's it go? Since thou has not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Since you didn't hate blood, blood is going to come after you. You're gonna get what was owed, right? You can't do all the evil you've done upon this earth and think that you're not gonna have to pay for it. As it says in Revelation, saying your iniquity, your sin has reached unto heaven. Saying what you've done is not being not looked at, right? As our people cry out and wonder why this happening, they cry for the Lord to do something. Most High has heard it. If you're watching this right now, and I implore you to join the ISUPK, right? To come get your life straight, come get it together, make election sure as the time comes near, because Esau destruction is at hand. It's at hand. It's ramping up. The signs of the times are there, right? If you go read the book of Daniel, and you see the vision that they had answered for Nebuchadnezzar, right, about the statue. The statue broke down into 5 pieces, right? I believe it was gold, silver, bronze, iron, Mom mixed iron and clay. Either way, we got down to the feet, right? What do these represent? These kind of represent the 5 like major captivities that we were in, right? It was the Babylonians, the Persians and Medes, the Greeks, the Romans. That's 4 down. That last one, this is the land of the north. We'll be taking out the land of the north according to the Bible in the book of Jeremiah. This is the last one. Our captivity here in North America, right? This will be taken out of. This will be our last captivity. This is where that rock will destroy that statue, and the Most High's kingdom will reign forever. When Christ comes back, that kingdom is going to reign forever. There will be no other kingdom that shall rise up after that. This is the last superpower on this earth, right? The Babylonians were a superpower in their times. The Persian Medes were a superpower at their times. The Greeks were a superpower at their times. The Romans was a superpower at their time. Now America is a superpower at its time. Its time is coming close to an end. Verse 7. Thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passes out, and him that returneth. You know what I'm saying? His days are at the end. What that's saying. That's why I jumped down to verse 15, the same chapter, so that no, these people are still here. They're not going anywhere. You know, there's our so-called oppressors. You know what I'm saying? We go to Isaiah, it says, we'll take captives who captives we were. That's what it says. Whose captives are we? Huh? I'm saying you think because you know what I'm saying, and they took us off the physical plantation, they didn't keep us in the mental one. That yoke of iron is still upon your neck. Now it's just mental, it's not longer physical. So the yoke of iron will be upon your neck until you are destroyed. We're destroyed people, broken down. You know what I'm saying? And mentally, everything that was us was stripped from us. You know, our oppressor had his hand in it every step of the way, right? But yeah, I just want to know that this perpetual hatred that's towards us, right, from the oppressor, it's back way back, right? Like I said, it's ongoing, it's everlasting. It's been an everlasting, ongoing hatred that the so-called oppressors have for our people. It's not done. It's not going nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be what it is, right? So with that, you know what I'm saying, we're going to go ahead and close out with the prayers. So once again, Amajim, you get to stand. Putting Hakudan, turn and face to the east. We'll start with the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Kodash, Haya, Shinka, Yahweh, Malakwatha, Taba'ah, Tzaka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamaya, Thanawa, Lakam, Ka, Yanawam, Basawatnawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawatnawa, Wala, Tabayanawa, Banasayawan, Abba, Hawashinawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hawalakwath, Wa'ala, Wata Pa'arath, Iwalani, Aman. In English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. All right. This is the Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Baba Kashah. Nathanal Hakak. Hakak Rapa'ah. Call. Makalai. Wakal. Marawai. Hakak Latahar. Hamata Zarayan. Hakak Lakwayam. Hamathium. Hakak Arakarwa. Hatama'ala. Nagar Shan. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Dwada Man. All right. Hakak in English. Yahweh. Name Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. Name Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. All right, this is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Ashayah. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Ahaharyah. Ma'ayan. Neba'ah. Isaiah. Ma'aim. Yahweh. Asha. Shamayim. Wa'aratazan. Ayathan. Lamawat. Ragalka. Ayanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Sha'amar. Rasharala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al-Yad. Yumyaka. Yoamam. Hashamash. La'ad. Lakaka. Wayarak. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makar Rai. Yashamar. Athnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Tazaathka. Babam. Wa'aka. Ma'aitha. Wa'ai. Iwalam. In English. I will lift my eyes unto the hills. Whence cometh my help? Coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He would not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee would not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasharala shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Thou shalt preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth, even forevermore. Our Psalms 83, Hebrew. Alahayim, all Dam Yalakai, all Thakarash, all Tashakwat, all Kayahana, Awyabika, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Ya'ara Yamwa, Sawadah, Yawaitazawa. Say, Wayata, Yaitazawa, Altaza Pawanika, Amara, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magalia, Wala'ai, Nazakar, Sham Yashral, Awada, Kaya, Nawaitazawa, Laba, Yakatwa, Ayakat, Barya, Yakarathwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wayashma Alia, Why Yasha my Alia, Aliam, Mawa'abu, Wahagarium, Kabal, I'm a one, I'm a one, well, I'm a lot, Palashat, Anya Shabya, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Abanyan Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadin, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabyan, Banakar, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, Adama, Shayathamwa, Nada, Yatmawa, Kairab, because of Abba, because of Bak, because of Zor, Mana'ai, Ka, Nayasakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nairasha, Lanawa, Ath, Na'awath, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, the Panyaraka, Ka'ash, the Ba'ira, the Ira, Bukalahaba, Talahat, Hayam, Khan, Thor Datma, Basa Irika, Babasa, Bapathka, Dabahalam, Mala'al, Panyahan, Kwalawan, Waya Bakashwa, Shimka, Yahawah, the Bashwa, Waya Bahawa, Ijai, Waya Kaparwa, Waya the Iowa, it's like Waya Abadwa, Waya the Iowa, Kayata, Shimka, Yahawah, the Batka, Ayatan, Alkal, Ha'aratazah. All right. All right, now Psalm 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace. Be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up the head. They're taking crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let's cut them off from being a nation. The name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Tabernacles of Edom, the Israelites, of Moab, and Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre. And so also joined with them, the hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endured. They became as dung for the earth. Made the nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, of their princes as Zabah, and Nazamuna, who said, let's take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood, that the flames set the mountains on fire. To persecute them with thy tempest, make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, Yahweh, that they be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high of all the earth. All right, blessed in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Ma'ake Allah, Wa Alahayim, Matazab Ya'ah, Alawap Yahana, Ha Alawapim, Hasaranyim, Katazayayim, Hakayayim, Wa Akwathim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Wa Rahman. Blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, Commander General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, name Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Sorry, Shuggy, can be seated. And that is the class in the Sabbath service.